we're back to film one of my favorite videos that I film on a regular basis. I really enjoy doing monthly TBR videos. Do I ever stick to them? No. But I like making them because I like just showing you guys what is like top of my mind at the moment. So whether or not I read it, at least I'm letting y'all know like this is where my mood's taking me. This is what I'm like currently interested in. So February TBR time. Let's jump in here. Oh, I didn't even grab these off my shelves, but Twist and Dismount by Lucia Franco. We are continuing the Off Balance readathon into February. Our last live show will be February 9th, I think, and that's going to be on my channel, and we'll be discussing like the series as a whole, but highlighting books 4 and 5, which are Twist and Dismount. We actually have our first live show for that when I'm filming this tomorrow, but when you're watching this, yesterday. I'm really enjoying that reread, so I will for sure be rereading both of those. And yes, even though it is my third reread of it, I can't skim. I thought like, oh, maybe I'll just kind of like skim certain parts I'm reading. I can't do it. I'm too drawn in, and I'm annotating them for the first time, which is fun. Next up, there's going to be kind of like a one-off book club kind of moment because it didn't make sense to do a readathon for just like 2 books, but me and some other booktube friends on here are doing a 6 of Crows reading club kind of at the end of February. So the live show will be on my channel. I think is that February 26th. So many live shows to keep track of, but we will be rereading 6 of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, that duology, and then also kind of talking about Shadow and Bone season 1 in anticipation for Shadow and Bone season 2. I'll link everyone's channels down below who is participating. Very excited to do this. I haven't read these books since 2021, and I'm just very excited for the new Shadow and Bone season to come out. Absolutely love that show. I think I'm actually going to listen to these on Audible. Like I think that's where the audiobooks are, so I think I'm going to try to listen to them because I'm finding that I like listening to books that I'm rereading. And then my 2 book club picks. So when this goes up, we'll have already announced smut clubs for sure, so that I co-host with Cheyenne. So we are going to be reading Dirty Crazy Bad by Siobhan Davis. I think that's how you pronounce their name. So this book is a Why Choose, which Cheyenne and I both love. And she had sent over a couple that she was like, what do you think about any of these? And we were both like really feeling this one. Now thinking about it, I can't remember. What is this book even about? Ooh, okay. Secret Society. Sleeping with my boyfriend's best friend behind his girlfriend's back probably wasn't my smartest idea. I think it's college as well. Oh, and she also has a boyfriend. My boyfriend Chad is getting in deeper. Why is his name Chad? Getting in deeper with a local gang and my loathsome stepbrother. Okay, we got a stepbrother, we got a boyfriend's best friend, and we have a boyfriend. Fun. It sounds fun, and I hope you join us. Okay, and then I don't think Out of Bounds book club will be announced yet. Like our February pick will have been announced on Instagram yet because our live show is on Sunday, and normally we like post about it the day after. But I guess if y'all are here, you get a little sneak peek because I'm not really like spoiling anything. You just get a sneak peek ahead of time, and we're going to be reading Bad Wrong Things by C.P. Harris. So this one is a fairly newer release. And it's, as you know, with Out of Bounds, we try to pick things that are kind of out of bounds. And this one is a best friend's dad romance. So I think our first hero in this, his son, like goes away to the military or something, and he's left kind of like alone, and his son ends up asking his best friend if like he can help look out for his dad, like kind of keep him busy while he's gone. But then the 2 of them start to fall in love, and then obviously when the son comes back, like things get complicated because his best friend and his dad are now dating. It sounds perfect for Out of Bounds, and I'm very much looking forward to that. Okay, I think that took away all of the like logistic ones. These 2 I'm going to be reading for a vlog. I'm not going to say like why, but I'll just say I'm going to be reading A Place Without You by Julie Ann for a vlog. So this one is, I think, guidance counselor student romance and like very emotional. I've been wanting to read something by Julie Ann for a while now, and specifically this one because I've heard that it gives like similar vibes to Sweet Dandelion, which y'all know, Ride or Die. So very excited to give that one a go. And I just want something like emotionally driven. I want to like really feel the like emotional bond between characters. So that's what I'm really hoping I get out of this one. And then for that same vlog, I'll also be reading Stitches by Sam Mariano. So I have not read anything by Sam Mariano before. Y'all know I've been wanting to for a very long time, but Stitches is going to be the one that I'm doing for this vlog, and I think this one is MFM, like menage situation, which I love. So I'm very much looking forward to this. And then all the other ones that I'm like, I just feel like reading right now. So The Forbidden Man by Karina Halley. So this one is an older woman, younger man trope, which I want to find more of ever since I read Mercy. Like, I loved that book and I loved that dynamic. And I'm like, I need to find more that I really, really enjoy, because I didn't really like the pool boy as much with like that whole dynamic between the two of them, but I'm just craving more of like what Bo and Maggie served. So I'm hoping that this one can have some of that. And I'm pretty sure this one is like is it not a sports romance as well? Is it not like that she's his like he's an athlete and she's the trainer or something? So then it's also forbidden from that aspect as well. Well, like, it's not that it's forbidden that it's like older woman, younger man, but I know like age gap, you know? I want to give that one a go. And also I haven't read anything by Karina Halley, and I really, really want to, because she's going to be at Book Bonanza and I want to explore some of her backlist. Next up, another one that I will for sure be reading is From the Embers by Allie Martinez. So this one, I'm going to be buddy reading with one of my friends. We buddy read a book almost like every month-ish. We're just about to finish up Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. Excited to be done with that one. But it was my turn to pick, so I optioned up a couple, and she was leaning more towards like an emotional romance, and I think this one is going to be like a little bit more emotional. I don't know, I'm excited to read it. I know Caitlin from the Love Librarian loves it, and I know Cheyenne from That Tall Book Girl DNF'd it. So 50-50, but I'm excited to give it a go. So I think these two families are like in a fire, and the husband of one of the couples carries out the wife from the other couple, thinking that it's his wife that he's carrying out of the fire to save, but it's not his, it's like his friend's wife. And they're the only two like survivors, and maybe their kids survive, I don't know, but like they're left then without their spouses. Yeah, it's like their journey. I don't know, it sounds really good, and I love the cover of this one, so I am looking forward to it, and I'm hoping that it does deliver like an emotional time. Next is another newer one that I've been seeing around, Offside by Avery Keelan. So this Keelan, I don't know. This one is a hockey romance. So I'm pretty sure is it also fake dating? Y'all, I'm not prepared today. Oh no, okay, so her ex dumps her. Our heroine, her ex breaks up with her, and then she ends up rebounding with the enemy of her ex, which is this hockey player. Like, I think the guys are rivals, and she ends up getting with his rival. And he also is like, has some bad press, whatever, and he needs like to kind of clean up his image a little bit. And she ends up kind of helping him out with that, I think. I saw like a little video, like a reel that someone had made about this book, and like that on the ice, like the two of them were like trash talking each other, like the two rivals, and like our hero, like, did he hit the other guy or something? And I was like, okay, sold. I don't really need no more. So I want to give this one a go. And I just love hockey romances. I'm such a sucker for hockey romances. Then I want to read Royally Screwed by Emma Chase. This one has been on my TBR. I couldn't even tell you how long. It's been on there for a long time. And I don't know why all of a sudden I was just like, I want a royalty romance. But then I remembered that I had this one, and I'm like, let me jot that down. For some reason, I'm just feeling a royalty romance, maybe because of like all the stuff with Prince Harry and Meghan, and like his book coming out, and just all the like, I watched the Harry and Meghan documentary, so maybe I'm just like in that mood for like royalty. But so this one, I'm pretty sure our hero obviously is a prince, and I think when he's over in America, he like has a run-in with the heroine, and she like either doesn't realize who he is, or like just doesn't care, and like kind of tells him off or something, and then he ends up like falling in love with her. But obviously that's like not who he's supposed to marry, because he is the heir to this country. Yeah, for some reason I'm just really craving that. And last two that I have on here, The Five by Lily White. So this one I have had on my radar for a while. I read Sin and Discipline last year by Lily White, absolutely loved it, and I've wanted to read more of her backlist. And I've heard like the most wild things about this book. I'm pretty sure our heroine, is she a killer? I don't know. Don't take a shot every time I grab for this. If this is your first TBR video with me, I promise normally I don't grab this and reference this often, but for some reason you would think that I've never even heard of any of these books before. I don't know if she's a killer, but so it's that every man who meets Rainey wants her. Having lived a life of sex, drugs, and manipulation, she is a temptation with far too many secrets. When psychologist Justin Redding is assigned to Rainey's case, he has no way of knowing the tale of debauchery he will encounter. Maybe it's just psychologist and patient. I'm very excited I'm very excited. I really enjoyed Sin and Discipline, so I really liked the writing. I love the story, but I really liked her writing as well, so I'm excited to read another book by Lily White. And lastly, I ran out of space to write the author's name, and honestly, I can't remember, but it's In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. It's a thriller book. So here's the thing with this one. I've been wanting to read this one for a while, actually. Y'all know I don't read a lot of thrillers, but this one, for some reason, has just like been on top of mind. And then I was just talking with Zay from Witty Reads recently, and she was saying that, because I've been watching Pretty Little Liars, and she was like, if you want books that have like Pretty Little Liars energy, she's like, you should try this one, and it also does have romance in it. So this one, I think there was a death in this like friend group years ago, and now they're all getting together for a reunion, and the brother of the one who died thinks that, like, doesn't believe that like who was convicted of killing her actually killed her. So I think he like sets something up with this friend group to try to like frame one of them or like see who actually did it. And it's like that whole thriller mystery. I don't know. But when Zay told me that it had like a kind of PLL kind of energy, then I was like, you know what? I'm kind of in the mood for that. So I got online to my library and there actually wasn't a hold for the ebook. So I already have it on my Kindle. So I have 21 days to read it. So I should get to it this month then, or else it's just gone back into the ether. But I'm very excited to give this one a go. And I haven't read a thriller and I couldn't even tell you how long. And maybe I need a genre shift. This year, I haven't felt like, I don't know, I've read like two, besides the books that I've been rereading the Off Balance series, there've only been like 2 books that I read this year that I'm like, these are great. Everything else I've just been kind of like, you know, like I'm kind of going through the motions. I want something that it's like chokehold, and maybe like switching up with a thriller is exactly what I need. Anyways, that is it for my February TBR. So this is going up on Friday, and then on Tuesday next week, I will have my wrap up from January, which I'm looking forward to because I'm really just taking my time with reading. So even though I still am going to have like a lot of books to cover, I think it's just going to be nice that I'm not reading things just for the sake of like numbers. So at least things that I'm talking about are genuinely all things that I was like, oh, I want to give this a go. So anyways, that is it for today's video. That's all I got for you. Another short one. I'm giving you all the short content lately, and I will see ya when I see ya.